Have you ever found yourself thanking ChatGPT when it gives you a reply, or feeling bad when you aggressively tell it to be more human? Well, for the large language model, it's just ones and zeros and a whole lot of math, but for us, it can feel different. So, what is a large language model and how does it work? Today, I'm going to inform you about a category of artificial intelligence called a large language model, or in other words, an LLM. Because of my own desire to go into the field of software development and cybersecurity, I have been spending the last year and a half learning about computers, apps, software development, and artificial intelligence. A large language model and artificial intelligence, they've become much more accessible, and we've all been using them more and more, including myself. My wife, for example, trains artificial intelligence in the accuracy of its outputs, and I'm working to generate those outputs or learn how to generate those outputs. So you can imagine the excitement when I can change those outputs to give her a degree of sass when they are inaccurate. So to better understand the workings behind an LLM, first let's break the barrier of what most people think artificial intelligence is and what it really is. According to IBM, in their article Understanding the Different Types of Artificial Intelligence, there are three main types. There's narrow AI, general AI, and super AI. In today's world, only narrow AI exists and the other two are theoretical. So according to Deep AI in their article Narrow AI, they describe it as systems that are designed to perform a specific task or set of closely related tasks. While this can seem unsophisticated, it really isn't. You see narrow AI in virtual assistants like Siri, Alexa, self-diagnosis apps, or self-driving cars, and even LLMs like ChatGPT or Gemini. So what does an LLM do? A large language model takes in your input like, how do I write a speech that explains how AI works? And then it outputs that speech. And while I did not do that because it is unethical, it could technically be done. So it does beg the question, how does it get to that output? Well, put simply, LLMs are programmed to understand pattern recognition. So for example, I say peanut butter and you probably thought jelly. That's a pattern, and LLMs save billions of them. When they go to generate an output, they output the most likely word next, and then next, and next, until the full response is finished. Just like autocomplete on your phone when you text. That said, if ChatGPT were to use that, like your phone's autocomplete, it would come out as a garbled mess. So computers, they just don't understand words. What they do understand, however, are numbers. So how does a computer understand what a word means? Tokenization. This is the process in which words are essentially turned into numbers, and then the token, or that word, is put into a huge network of math equations called a neural network. The tokenized words are run through layers and layers and layers of math and algorithms that are adjusted during training to better predict the text and output of the best response. So now that you understand how the tokenization works, these LLMs, they need a lot of training. Everyone goes through a pre-training process in which it takes books, websites, conversations, articles, and much more, and saves the patterns within them for future use. This process can take days, weeks, months, and years. It never really does stop, but for the large ones, we can say it takes millions of dollars and a lot of power. They're just always being trained with new information, new slang, new developments. It's a constant ongoing process. So in summary, LLMs have a lot more going on under the hood than what most people give them credit for. From understanding the different types of AI to its understanding of pattern recognition, able to predict numbers, its tokenization, and its training, we have successfully reviewed how an LLM works. So next time you are using something like ChatGPT or Gemini, just remember all the work and algorithms that are put into place and working in the background to ensure a smooth and human-like conversation where you end up feeling like you need to say thank you.